G'day all and welcome back to Murder Valley. I've been asked to explain better how 3-wire controllers work. So this is for a positive polarity controller, which is the standard that's sort of everywhere. This is what you'll get in most commercial raceways and how they work. So here I have a Palmer Turbo controller. I've already taken the screws out so we can look inside it and see it better. So what we have here is red is brake, white is positive power, and black is negative. So you'll see that the red wire comes up and attaches to this contact point here. The white wire comes up and it's soldered to the front of the resistor there, and it's also to this contact patch here. And the black wire on the back comes up and it attaches directly to the trigger. So the way the resistor works on this one is this contact patch here would be brake, but it's bypassed and just gone directly here on this one. But on a controller that doesn't have these, it would be there. This is neutral. This has nothing connected to it, and this is the start of the resistor. So obviously that's full power and that's full resistance, so the car goes as slow as possible. So with that in mind, my drawing here. So I've been asked about the relay. I'm going to explain that a little bit later on, but for now, if you're not running a track power relay, let's just ignore that. So that red wire would then continue the whole way through. Okay, I will explain this shortly. So when the controller is in going forward normal mode driving, this part you would disregard because that doesn't do anything. Okay, so on the XLR plug that we use, but points 2 and 3, so that's power and track would be connected and makes a complete circuit, and the car drives down as normal with the 2-wire controller or any other method. Now, this is the one that may interest people. When it's braking, so what's happening when it's braking? So the black wire, instead of connecting with the white wire to go forward, the black wire actually connects with the red and creates a loop. So the power supply doesn't do anything. So in the same way as driving a real car on the road, when you're driving down the road, you need to slow down, so you use brakes to slow down for a corner, and that's how you can negotiate the corner, sometimes without crashing or sometimes from hitting another car or whatever. It's exactly the same theory with slot cars. But we're talking electric motors, and we're talking electromagnets and magnets, and the same theory is what makes the cars go forward is exactly the same theory that makes them stop. When the motor is running and you remove power from the motor, so the car's just rolling on its own, the motor turns into a generator. So by closing this loop, it actually uses the magnets in the motor to slow the car down. So does that make any sense? Does that answer anyone's question on how it works? So just to go through it again, going forwards in normal power, it creates a normal loop like a 2-wire controller. And when it's braking, it creates that loop and then uses the motor to slow the car down. So while we're talking about, let's talk relay. So the relay. So what I'm going to do, because I've set up here on my track, I've got a call button here. So what this call button does, I have a computer timing system on my track, and what this does, it hooks up to a relay, and it also hooks up to my computer. So it does two things. It turns off the track power so that no one can drive, and it also pauses the timing system. When you've fixed whatever needed to be fixed, whether a car's broken down, whether a lot of cars have come off on one corner, whether it's the end of a race or whatever, you hit this button again, and then the timing, the computer then restarts from a countdown from 5, and then the track power turns back on using that relay. So the reason I've included it, and a lot of people ask me about it, you install it on the negative between the power supply and where it connects to the track before where the controller attaches. So the next thing I'll talk about while I'm here is wiring standards. So obviously you've got your standard, you've got your standard wiring system, which is your red, white, black, and then TrueSpeed have this other one. So there's the pinout for using an XLR plug in Australia, for using red, white, and black, and here's the same standard for using a TrueSpeed controller. I don't know why some controllers or some manufacturers choose to run with a different standard, but TrueSpeed have, and this is what they've done. So I've made a key for how to be able to convert from one to the other. Yeah, so I hope this helps clear it up for some people that haven't understood how it works. If you've got any more questions about it, please go ahead and ask. If my videos are helping you at all, or you want to know more information about other things, just ask. I'll do my best. I'm not saying I know everything, but I've learned a few things, and I may be able to explain it in a way that may be able to help you understand it better if you're not quite there. But thanks very much for everyone who comes back and watches my videos, and there's comments from people saying that they're enjoying the content I'm putting up, which I really, really appreciate. I will ask, if you like what I'm putting up, please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, and make sure you show these videos to friends or whatever. If someone asks a question and some of my videos answer them, make sure you share the videos with them so they get to see them. It supports the channel and gives me hope. I think I've nearly hit 350 subscribers now. But yeah, that doing that little bit for me, it'd really help and support and show me that there's people who do appreciate what I do. There's a lot of things that I've learnt in the time that I've been part of slots, and I'd like to share some of that knowledge. It's not the 1960s anymore, and numbers are a little bit light on compared to what they were back then. I'd love to make slots back to be popular again. If for nothing else, I'd just love to be able to get 10 or 11 blokes back in my garage racing again. So hopefully when my track's finished, I'll be there. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Yeah, make sure you share my videos around. And yeah, I'm not the type to go around and spam every single page with every single video I've ever put up and annoy people, because that drives me nuts when people do that. So I'd rather people discover this sort of on their own, or people who actually appreciate my videos share it and give it to others for knowledge. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you back on the next one.